Hey guys, this is Dalton with Java Head Coffee Company. Today we're going to be reviewing and doing a how-to video on the AeroPress. So great piece of equipment, and it's something that's just gotten more and more popular over the last few years, so we want to tell you about it so you can use it at home. So first of all, let's get it opened up. I'm excited. Kind of has cool packaging. So first of all, you have the scoop, of course. Also the stir paddle has the big handle on it so it doesn't fall into the thing. This is your loader for your coffee grounds. And then this is actually the one that comes with the tote bag. The cool thing about the AeroPress is a lot of people are using it for traveling. I've even heard stories about a lot of some people using it on the airplane because it is so compact. So this is kind of it put all together. If we push the plunger portion out, this is the plunger, which is actually going to push the grounds and the coffee through the brewing chamber and through the microfilter. So we're going to take a look at that as well. So also you have a holder for the microfilters that come with it, and then here you have the basket that goes on the bottom and holds the filter itself. So it comes with 350 filters, get you through almost a year, unless you're like me and will brew multiple times a day. So and then of course you have the instructions. So first thing we're going to do is open up the filters, because of course we are going to need those. Put them here in the holder. They're out of the way and ready to use. Now, when it comes to the grinds themselves, or the coffee grounds themselves, we're going to be grinding with the burrata virtuoso. So, and we were last using this to grind beans for the Chemex. So we're going to have to adjust the grind number on that, because it needs to be a little bit finer for the AeroPress than it is for the Chemex. Now, anytime you do any adjustments on the burrata, you want to make sure that it's running while you do those adjustments. That way it doesn't mess with the burrs and get them offset. So we're going to it's at 20 right now, which is what we use for the Chemex. We're going to take it down to a 10. So we're going to run it real quick while we turn that. Okay, we should be good. Now obviously, since this is what we were using and it's half 20 and down to 10, we're going to dump that out because that's not going to do us any good. So now we're going to do 17 grams with the coffee grounds for the AeroPress brew. Give us enough. Let's do a little bit more. Alright, so we're going to weigh out our coffee grounds using the Pro Scale XC2000 to make sure that we get the right amount. So now that we have it on, we're going to put the chamber that we're going to use just to measure it out, and then press the tar button to zero it out to simplify. Now we're going to add 17 grams of fine coffee grounds. Perfect. Now, we are going to take the microfilter, put it in the basket portion, and then take the brewing chamber and attach and lock that in. One thing that we do want to do, and it's not necessary but it's good, is take the your kettle of water that you're going to be using and just preheat this and kind of rinse out the paper filter, just so you're not getting any paper flavor left over when we actually do the brew. And you just dump that out in the sink. Now, so next we're going to take the brewing chamber and put it on place on top of our coffee cup. As so, you should be able to see there are clearly marked 1, 2, 3, 4, depending on how many cups of coffee you're wanting. We're brewing a larger batch, which is why we did the 17 grams of coffee. So we're going to put all of our grounds here. Actually, let's use the loader, just make it easier. Just give it a little bit of a shake to even out the grounds and make them level. And now we get to add the coffee. So we want to get full immersion to make sure that all of the coffee and all of the water are getting mixed together, similar to what you would have with a French press, which is what makes the AeroPress so great. And we're going to fill it up all the way to 4. Now it's natural for a little bit of the coffee to drip through while we're doing this, but it won't be much just because the filter's so fine. So we're going to stir it up to make sure that it gets to mix together well. And then to create a suction, we're going to put the plunger in, push down just a tad, and then lift up. Just a tad, just to create that pressure seal. And then now, you're not really having anything drip out like you did before. Now we just wait a few minutes. So just to use a timer, make sure we're getting good immersion. Good start. You can just use your iPhone timer or whatever else you have laying around, and wait for about 1 minute and 15 seconds. All right, now that it's been 1 minute and 15 seconds, we're going to take the plunger off just to stir it up one more time. And then you get to press it. Now the cool thing about the AeroPress, because that plunger creates an airtight seal around the brewing chamber, it's actually an air pocket that is pushing down on the grounds itself. Versus when you have a French press, it's the filter that's pushing down on it, and this gives you a much more even press on there, which is also just going to get all the flavors out, not leave you with anything that's bitter, and eventually it's going to, you're going to notice you're going to get a lot of resistance, which means that it's pretty much done. Push down just a little bit more. And it doesn't take much pressure at all. Now once it's all said and done, one of the beautiful parts about the AeroPress is that cleanup is very easy. At the end of it, you have all of the grounds pretty much kind of in a hockey puck, but all the water's gone, it's been extracted. So you just push that out, and then all you have to do to clean up is just wipe that off. It's real easy. And that's how you make coffee with an AeroPress. Very good. Alright, I hope you all join us soon again, and we'll do more videos and show you how to use other coffee makers, and check out our site www.javaheadcoffeeco.com. Thank you.